welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. As we begin Week 8 with a good matchup here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And not much happening on the returns. He'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and go and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And the Chargers, first down.
Herbert off of play action. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Blake Cashman on the tackle.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jogs as well.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run game.
And the Chargers, first down. First and goal.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers
so the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And the Vikings first down.
first down carry by Jones. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they got things rolling on this drive. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Chargers.
They will play action. Here's McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the 16-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Minnesota.
Jordan Mason, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They pitch it to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Herbert now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Rodgers on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things, and look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Another 3.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now it's Herbert. Big strides, look at him go. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 67 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team was truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
14.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Looking to throw McCarthy. Keeps himself upright, but he can't get away from him. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Taking it about the 36. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game and playing a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First and 10.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll start with a run by Mason. There's the stiff arm. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
4-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the comeback route, he's got Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39.
1st down, Vikings.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers 39-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Here's McCarthy. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This is caught by Addison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 28 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let your opponent deal with that.
23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Second and a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing's second and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Chargers first down. First and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's second and 7 from the 9.
Second and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Harris. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Conklin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 24. Vikings.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And able to get get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
To the air with McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. McCarthy going to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Vikings.
On the delay, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Moore, the man in motion. On play action, now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He stiff arms him. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass held in by Johnston. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios of the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they can pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Quick throw there is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Second down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Over the middle, complete to Addison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 19 yards.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To the air again, McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Vikings.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
13-yard line.
Running right, Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Chargers,
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away.
For the Vikings.
Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a monster in the red zone here in these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Fights loose. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's swung out wide to Harris. Fighting him off. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the 50, here's Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Land McConkey.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
His kick is no good.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Mason going to get it on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An inside give to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 44-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Addison will go in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
And the Vikings first down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Here's McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. A little juke. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
10. First down, Vikings.
Moore, the man in motion. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Toss play to Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort.
Will Riker,
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now it's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. 2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Harris running straight ahead. Shoves him aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
18 more yards. That's another Chargers first down.
A first down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it aside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Gain of 6. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
Zone read, a give to Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. As this gets him back with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
For the Chargers.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. McCarthy off the play fake. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
The shotgun to give to Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Junior Colson.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds.
Tui got in and dropped him. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. The Charger drive about to get going. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. From Viking territory now, they come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Herbert. Johnston on the quick slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Lad McConkey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. McCarthy operating from the gun. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Looking to throw McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 1st and goal. Jones. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Get him down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Will Riker it on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it inside the 35. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Herbert gonna throw. A short throw to Cochran, the tight end. And the Chargers gonna signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. On the ground, it's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, goal to go. Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Chargers.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 4. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
He'll look to throw.
At the 23-yard line.
Gets this to Moore. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now third down as well. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now he'll tuck this and run. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
J.J. McCarthy on the scramble. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for L.A., they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.